Hello, Funny Roses, and welcome. We've talked about the value of high intensity interval training and that there are different ways of doing this. A bike, if you happen to be out and about on one, can be a really good way. Sprinting, if you've got that ability. But if you don't and you just have a little bit of space, I want to show you a circuit that you could do. This is the Tabata principle, and there are different intervals you can do, but it's common to do 20 seconds high intensity, 10 seconds rest, and repeat, and then maybe do a different circuit and work your way through that way. So you need to warm up first, and your warm up should probably be exercise specific. So, for instance, one of the good kind of exercises that you can do for Tabata is this skater lunge. So, and you're going to try and do that as fast as you can. So your warm up for it would be slowly doing the movement side. Well, it doesn't matter what you do with your arms, but you might want to get the arms involved as well. You can move in all sorts of different directions. You could be doing your staying alive. That's not how it goes, but that isn't it. You do this as a warm up if you wanted to. So it's common to choose an exercise like that, skater lunge, and then you might also do squats. And we always do the squats slowly and carefully. Make sure the knees are happy, make sure the hips and the ankles are in alignment and all of that. Once you've warmed those up, and they can be done more at speed, and then you get more of a thrust, you get more of a glute workout. So make sure that you're warmed up generally, and you're only doing it for 20 seconds. And you're trying to do it for as high intensity as you can, but ease your way in. If that's going to be too much, just keep going for 20 seconds and then rest for 10, even if it's not as high intensity as you might like. And so let's give it a go. I'm going to do skater lunges, so this exercise, and start the timer. So I'm going to do, I've got it set to 40 seconds. I'm just going to do these slowly. So the foot comes behind, there's a little bit of a, and then when I do these for real, there's going to be a little bit of a hop. And then I'm also going to be doing some squats. So I'm going to do those warm up as well. I think, see how we go on the timer. Might just be all that I do. Okay, here we go. We're going into skater lunges for 20 seconds. Keep breathing. Halfway through, quite hard work. That's fine. It's meant to be. Keep doing this. And rest. And just keep mobilising. Your heart rate come down. Here we go again. 20 seconds. Keep the pace up the same if you can. Time to go down and rest for a moment. Oh, not very long. It's 10 seconds. Here we go again. I really feel how much my heart rate is getting up, out of breath I am. This is good. Good training. I'm going to keep my hands up like this because it's useful for my own capacities. And rest. Oh, I can hear my heart. Here we go again, apparently. I don't know. Is it meant to be the same exercise? I'll make this the last one. So push a bit harder. Push, 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 push. It's only a few seconds. Good. Now I'm just going to pause that for a moment. So that'd be one round. So I can feel how breathless I am. My heart rate's up in the 150s. That's high. Good, I've got my heart rate up. I'm just going to let it come down a little bit. So I want it to drop down. 129 now. I'm still a little bit out of breath. I'm going to breathe. And the next exercise I'm going to do is going to be the squats. So I'm going to do the squats at some high intensity. It's going to really be more of a thrust, so it's going to be good for the glutes. Here we go. So 20 seconds, I'm nicely warmed up. I don't need to worry about that. Just big thrusts, down, up, body weight only. Do these with the weights to add to it, but this is going to be good enough. I think that's 3 to rest, and then rest. Just move the hips a little bit. This break very short. Here we go again. 20 more seconds of squats. Keep going. Keep the energy up. It's short. It needs to be intense. Heart rate up. Heart pumping. This is a thing. Good. I'm going to show you from the side. The next one, this will be number 3. I'm only going to do 4 of these, whatever I've set the timer to be. So thrust. It's something else to shout. My ride is not dissimilar to rising trot, a little bit exaggerated. Oh, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Rest. That was exercise 3. Or repeat 3 of our second exercise. One more. Feels good. Now I've got a reason to be doing this. I'm going to get fitter. I really need to get fitter for a big event. Very good motivation. Find your why. So that was 4, wasn't it? So I'm going to pause this here and have a longer rest. So heart rate again up in the 140, 150s. That's good. That's where I want my heart rate to be. I've got quite a low resting heart rate. If you have a higher resting heart rate, you'll need to take it up a little bit higher to get into a kind of maximal heart rate zone. Here we go again. We're going to go back to exercise 1, skater lunges. Just that slight tweak in my thigh there, so I'm just taking it down a little bit just while it sorts itself out. Okay, felt like a proper tweak. Of course I would stop, rest, just a little complain of that hamstring. It's okay though, I think. Ready to go again. That they're going behind. It doesn't 100% matter. It's about the movement, hard movement, but good to do something deliberately. Going down a bit there, sketching up. I mean, that's 2 of the 3rd set. Here we go again. Those rests are short. So you would necessarily perhaps move your arms more like this. I'm going to keep them out in front of me because my training would be more useful that way. Slowing down. Okay. Keeping going. This is the last of this set. Speed up a bit. Good, and rest. I'm going to rest for a good minute. Until my heart rate is low enough. So, yeah, as before, heart rate's getting up high. That's good. Then my last set is going to be the squats. So, that's a really effective way. Doesn't take very long. Doesn't require a huge amount of energy. You've probably got those reserves in your bloodstream, but because the reason this is so effective is because your body starts thinking, oh heck, we might need that energy on a whim like that. Better store it in the muscles where it's needed, and then use the fat, particularly this mellow fat. Use this for everyday activities. So I'm menopausal, got menopause belly. Not delighted about that. Not too despondent either, because I'm getting stronger, I'm getting fitter, moving in the right direction. But to get rid of this stored belly fat, you have to do something a little bit different, and high intensity is it, I hope. What we're focused on is fitness, strength, endurance, and then how we look is incidental to that, I feel. So last set, still a little bit breathless, but we're not looking to come down to resting. We're just looking for the heart rate to peak, go down a bit, peak, go down a bit, peak, go down a bit. I'm going to do my last little set of squats. And here we go. So down and up. Well, you know what squat is, I don't need to say. I'm trying to do these fast. Of course, if I wanted to add in a jump, make it more explosive, just going to do squats, just because my legs are not 100% and I don't want to hurt myself. There we go. Must be getting down to the last few seconds. Oh, I didn't set the timer. That's it. Okay, good. Rest for 10. 10 is not very long. Technology is great when it works. That's usually human error. Good. So squat. This is 2 of my last 4. I feel like I can really go for it. Put everything I've got into it. Why not? Because then we are done. And rest for 10. Have a drink of water. I've got 2 more to do. End is in sight. Rest 10 seconds. Very quick 10 seconds, isn't it? Last one. Let's really go for it. Keep going. Can do it. Just a few more seconds. Well done. Well done. Okay, I'm gonna stop that there. Brilliant. So, heart rate up. Feeling good. And it doesn't take very long. And really, that can be my high intensity interval training that I then only need to do 3 times a week. Twice a week would also be fine. It'll start to have effects. I've only done a few of these. They've been really spread out. I'm starting now to do them more consistently. On Sunday I did it on the bike, cycling to the field, 20-mile round trip, it's all good. Electric bike, don't be too impressed, but still some effort. And yesterday was more of a sort of maintenance day. When clients in the studio did a training session of combatives and their training partner. Today another high intensity interval, and so on. So tomorrow it could be strength training, or it could be stretching, whatever. What's important is that you can add these in on top of your sort of on the hour, every hour exercises, and they don't have to take very long at all. Okay, so a nice cool down for this, just rotating shoulders back. Feels so nice and warm. And forwards. I don't do so much of the forwards because we have the forward slump anyway, but we do need to rotate them in both directions. A bit more emphasis on the back. We could do a roll down, tuck your chin to your chest, slight bend in the knees, and stretch out the old hamstring a little bit. And then when you come up, think about pulling yourself up from the. Sorry, I just tapped. I just thought I might have accidentally turned off the recording. Just pull yourself up from your pelvis so that you're levering your upper body up from your lower back safely. That makes it a really useful exercise. Just checking I'm still recording. And again, rolling down. Leave yourself up. And returning your shoulders down to normal. You could do a little overhead stretch. Really, you're just doing anything at this point that feels good to you. If you've got an area that you think is a little bit tight, work on that. But these exercises are good. We'll get down on the floor, everything standing. Hip circles are good. And when you do the hip circles, really think about the clock face that you're going around rather than just randomly circling your hips, and just notice there's a place that's a bit sticky. Some people find this a little bit much, but you can just gently, not everybody thinks this is a great idea, so only do this if it feels good. It feels really good to me. There's some controversy over this. So don't do anything that you don't think is going to be good for you. You can do this wavy with your hands and go the other way as well. You could use a wall to stretch against. You can stretch your hamstrings like so. And put back into the wall. Push your knee towards the wall. Put your hands wherever it feels good. Sometimes people like to press their head against the wall. Where you feel the stretch will be individual to you. And your tightest bits will feel the stretch before your looser bits. So once they've loosened up, you might feel a stretch somewhere else. A little bit bendy, you might find it quite hard to get a stretch, and sometimes just a little micro adjustment, turning the foot in or out, or rotating the hips, or whatever it is that you need to do can make all the difference. Oh, good, well done. So I can tell that I'm still quite hot here, and I'm still a little bit breathless. My heart rate's down to 113, so that's not bad. So I wouldn't want to go and just sit down now. I'd probably just do a little walk around to cool down. I'm going to take the fact that I'm warmed up to do something else. I'm going to go and practice my striking because I need to be warmed up for that. But if this is the end of your session, and it would make absolutely perfect sense that it would be, just walk around a little bit. Don't sit down and get stiff. Don't sit down at your desk if you're doing this in a lunch hour and get stiff. Just walk around until you really are cooled down again. So a couple of minutes is probably fine. Just factor that into your plan. Well done, Thorny Roses. Well done.